Oh yeah, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, Prince Blue. Real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, real time, Prince Blue. Talk that, talk that, talk that, coach, coach, talk that, talk that, talk that, coach, coach, talking entertainment too. Look, we are not the same as you. Look, we don't need a thing, just you. Just making sure the gang come through.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? What is up? This is Real Time with Prince Blue. I am your host, Prince Blue. I am pissed off because instead of Elon fucking worrying about the app that he invested so much money in to actually fucking work, he's arguing with the president of the United States like a little fucking schoolgirl. This is what happens when your priorities are not in check. This is what happened when rich people put their hands on shit. This was happening when spoiled brats get things. They can't handle nice things. You arguing with Donald Trump, and meanwhile, X has been shitty for the past 48 hours. What the fuck are we paying premiums for if it's not going to work? You bought X. Since you've bought X, Elon, it's been nothing but brick after brick after brick. There's always something wrong with this goddamn app. It's so frustrating when you take something, you think that you're going to make it better, but you make it worse, and then you treat it like anything else. You know, at Christmas when you remember was small and you would get a toy, and then that toy was the biggest thing for like, I don't know, 48 hours, and then you fucking just you stop worrying about it, you stop playing with it. This is how I feel about X, because ever since you bought it, it's been problem after problem. The app shuts down, the app goes down, you can't send out nothing, you can't stream. But I bet you're not gonna, like you know how DirecTV does. Like if your service is out for a considerable amount of time, they refund you how much ever they think that it costs you for the service being down. Not X. I bet you I'm still gonna see you take my damn money when I see my statement. This is fucking ridiculous. And you want people, you say, hey, be on my app, but if the app is never working, or if the app is always faulty, what are we doing? It's like, I just don't understand why you can buy something and then just have all these issues. Like, it was like, okay, yeah, I have the money to buy it, but where's the infrastructure? Where's the fixing it? It was supposed to be different, remember? Remember, you was supposed to get rid of all the bad people. You was supposed to make it better. And then what happened? You still got people, mainly me, my original account, my biggest account on X, is still suspended because of parody. But you got pedophiles, you got people who sexual assault, you got demon people who still got accounts on this app. You got people that can say the most vile shit still on this app. But Lord forbid you have a song on your video. It's like, oh, we can't do that. You try to tell me, how are pedophiles able to get their accounts back on X. But because somebody did a parody account and pretended to be somebody, that is somehow worse. But you know what? Life goes on. So I'm here to do a show. I'm going to do the show. That's my spill on X. Like, get your shit together, man. It's like, I mean, real time only goes on Thursday. Like, you wait for this time for it to fuck up. Like, don't send out nothing, no tweets, no nothing. But you can tweet like a schoolgirl with your feet up in the bed to Donald Trump, but you can't tweet out that you're having issues with Twitter or X. These people, surprisingly, is down. You can have the last word, and then X goes down. Anyway, so this episode, yes, you heard it right. It's about what else is going to be about again? It's about white saviors and their freaking knack of being so annoying, so draining, so unbelievably ignorant and stupid that you want to ignore them, but you have to keep you feel like sometimes you have to just once in a while be like, look, shut the fuck up. In this episode, we're calling out the white savior complex. You know, that performative look at me helping energy that centers ego over equity. From social media missionaries to TikTok allies who hijack the mic, I'm going to break down why the savior syndrome needs to be canceled. I'm also going to dig into social media platforms. It obviously won't be X tonight because X is down. How harmful black stereotypes are turning our culture into content, our pain into punchlines, and our reality into retweets. It's time for some uncomfortable truths and overdue accountability. Dealt with a white savior this week. I don't know what his name was. It's me, Dave C. It's me, Dave C. on TikTok. Just take a listen to what he said in this video, where he's pretty much verbally throwing up on himself and talking shit to, I don't know who the hell he's talking shit to, but he sounds like a freaking moron. Take a listen.
You wrote, anyone can experience racism. My friend, I am fairly certain that what you call racism is just people speaking hard truths about us white folks. That's not racism. That's just a rational response to an oppressor. Racism is a tool of oppression that we have never experienced. Someone can definitely be mean to us because we're white, but that's not racism. That's just good plain sense.
You're such a fucking idiot. And the rest of you, I'm going to be so unhinged today because I didn't take my low dose. I'm pissed off. I'm aggravated. You know what? White people like this piss me off, and it's really starting. I'm not going to be able to separate them after a while. It's just plain sense. If somebody says something to you, show me where you earn slaves, Dave. Show me where you've been systematic, racist to black people. Show me where you've been unbelievably stupid towards black people. Show me, Dave. Besides you sitting in your car with your hat halfway on your stupid ass head, show me where you've been racist to people. Show me where you being in your car and being performative and saying, hey, look at me. I'm not like those other white people. I don't like my white people. I don't like the way white people are. I'm separate from them. I'm good, black people. Pick me. Show me, Dave. Dave, you're a moron. You're more racist than somebody wearing a white hood. You're more racist than a KKK. You're more racist than a neo-Nazi skinhead. You know why? Because you believe that you're morally superior to black people in the sense that you believe that black people are not smart enough to know fucking racism. I'm so sick and tired of people like you thinking you can, you know what? Fuck it. You think you can walk up to me, a person with a bachelor's, a master's, a doctorate, a police officer, a veteran, a father, a husband, a person 42 years old. You think you can tell me what racism is? You talk it, I live it. You don't walk in a room and people automatically assume the worst, Dave. No, scratch that. You do. You feel like if I was to walk in your presence right now, I bet you're the person that if it was 5 white people in me, you would shake each white person's hand regular, like, how you doing? I'm Dave. When you come to me, you'll want to give me 37 flavors of DAP. What's up, homie? How you doing? How you live? Hey, I feel you. You got it, Holmes. Like, no, I don't need all that shit. And then you call yourself, when you got called out, you tried to say that you don't respond to black creators about racism. You don't talk to any black people about racism. But yet you can talk about it. You people are idiots. And it is to the point right now that I don't care who you are. I don't care how many hashtags you put in your bio. If you say some shit like this around me, I'm going to hurt your feelings. You know what's worse than an unemployed black man? A retired black man. Because cancel culture don't work for me. Getting me fired don't work. I don't answer to you. I don't answer to any government entity. I do me. So when you think that you, of all people, you know how people say, he think he better than me, you ain't better than nobody else, we're all the same. Bullshit. I can look Dave in his eye if he was right in front of me and I would say, Dave, I am better than you. I am better than you in every walk of life. People like Dave and other people like him and Dave himself, I am better than you. And I am better than you, number one, because I can do all things through Christ because he strengthens me. And number two, I'm just plain better. I'm smarter than you. I'm more emotionally intelligent than you. I'm more educated than you. I have more money than you. I have more kids than you. I have more sex than you. I have more bedrooms than you. I have more cars than you. I have more teeth than you. I have more clothes than you. I have more sneakers than you. I have more common sense than you. I have more respect than you. I have more credibility than you. But this is how I feel now. Because the way you present yourself, Dave, is you think that The way you're talking is you trying to tell me that a buck tooth, meth addicted, cow flipping white person from Kentucky has power over me simply because of the color of my skin. Do you know how ignorant that is? And to all the people that want allies like this on your side, this is how they think of you. How, how I'm just trying to figure out, like, how can somebody sit down in their car, hit record and say, hey, when people say stuff to me, they're not being racist. They're just using common sense. So you're saying that you're racist just the fact that I got something for you. You don't have to hate each other. You don't have to hate yourself. This self-loathing white guilt, it doesn't work. It may work on a low vibrational section 8 people that you see online that's looting and stealing and talking crazy and can't pronounce a word correctly. It may work on them. But to the majority of Black Americans who are intelligent, who are smart, hell, even the liberal ones who have something about themselves, this doesn't work. It doesn't. Maybe it worked a long time ago, but it doesn't work now. And I'm so sick of trying to feel like we supposed to get in the psyche of every white person we come across. So you trying to tell me white people that I've known for years, that I've bled with, that I've served with, on the police force, in the military, I'm supposed to all of a sudden be like, I wonder what they think about me really behind closed doors. I don't care. I have enough emotional intelligence to know when somebody is not for me. Like, you will not be for me. Like, if you was to call yourself a friend and you did this video and you shared it with me, I'll be like, Dave, lose my number. What are you doing? That's how I know you really don't have any real Black people around you. Because this video, a real Black person would have been like, take this stupid shit down. So, Dave, you trying to tell me I'm able to beat on you verbally, I'm able to emotionally and verbally abuse you simply because you're white and for something that happened generations ago. I am allowed to do that to you. It's just it it's it's wild that in 2025, in this beautiful life I have, I can walk outside, or I'll look on social media and somebody like Dave would be telling me, hey, you know what? You should feel bad. You should want reparations. You should want every white person to bow to you for what happened years ago. And I'm like, brother, I am extremely blessed. Like what? Like what? Like, what are you saying? What are you talking about right now? Um. So to the white saviors, I want to say that I hope I run into you, but I really am understanding now that you people only exist on the internet, because I don't run into you people. I go to the gym, I go to I go to the supermarket, I go to the movies, in my own personal circles, when I go out to the mall, when I go to places, even if conversations come up and it even touch like politics, anything like that, no white person has ever looked me in my face and said, "Hey man, I'm sorry, man. You know, us white people, you know, we did a number on y'all." Nobody has ever said that to me. Nobody. Even people I have disagreed with, they haven't said, "Well, you got to understand what we did to you." Nobody has ever said that. So it's just the internet, because social media clout equals dollars. It equals attention. A lot of you don't get attention in real life. People don't like you. So you pretend to be somebody else to get that dopamine, get that hit of somebody liking you. Like, you really get excited about a follower. If you really want to do something for the black community, white saviors, you know what I urge you to do? Go to your nearest urban city of decay, destruction, drugs, violence. Go there and spread the faith. Go there and spread your truth. Go live in the middle of the hood, spread your truth. Let me know how that works out for you. Let me know when you go to the middle of the hood and you quote unquote let black people exercise common sense upon you. Let me see how that works out for you. We'll be back.
I know. You're probably wondering what's going on. Well, I'm here to tell you. It's me, Inked, and I need you guys to head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your Trifecta merch. Yes, that's right. Trifecta merch is here. It is here for our Trifecta family to show their love and support and advertise for free. Well, not technically for free. You did pay for it. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your Trifecta merch. We're all inclusive. If Prince can wear it, so can you. Have a good one.
All right, so now we're going to get into Dave Portnoy. For those who don't know, Dave Portnoy is the owner of Barstool. He's the CEO. He's a rich, spoiled, unhinged brat. He's the leader of that whole frat boy style of media where a bunch of 40-year-old keg stand white people get together and they say the most sophomoric shit and they think it's still funny. And he's the head of that. And he's Jewish. And apparently he's okay with free speech. He's okay with talking shit about black people. He's okay making jokes about sexual assault. He also once had a image of a naked 2-year-old, and the only reason he took it down was because the authorities got involved. Yes, that Dave Portnoy. But he draws the line to anti-Semitism. Take a listen at this first video where this all stemmed from.
So he's calling this old school terraza. One bite, everybody knows the rules. We didn't get here the first time. Place is very cool on the inside. We got Frankie Lazzani's whole story, which almost seemed borderline not believable. Like, see, there we go. There we go. What are you guys fucking laughing about? Terrible. Exactly. So here we go. One bite, everybody knows the rules. We won't let that get into, what is that Toronto hospitality there?
So for those who don't know, Dave Portnoy goes around and he tests pizza shops and he tests pizza from different places and gives a rating on it or whatever. But if you didn't hear, somebody said "fuck the Jews" while he was taping that, and immediately you see he got upset, and then the people left behind him. He got mad at them. Let me just preface this: that was in Toronto. That was in Toronto, Canada, where that was said. So of course he became unhinged and he got upset, and then he was recently on a podcast of one of his employees that he employed that is an affiliate of Barstool, and he got into it with them. And listen to how he talked to his own quote unquote employees. Take a listen.
Kirk, if you just want me to kick him out, not mention it, not care that this kid
Not at all. Not at all.
shut
Not at all.
up. If you just want me to ignore it,
Don't tell me to shut up. Don't tell me.
Shut the fuck up, you bald fuck.
Okay, go ahead.
How's that?
Oh, it's kill. I'll never recover from that, Dave. Go ahead, continue. I'll never recover.
Well, you're the one who big boss man, don't tell. I'll tell you, you work for me.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
You little bitch, you work for me.
Sure, you bet. For now,
Oh, you
continue.
don't? For now, quit. I don't care.
Is this show or not a show? Like, is this a show or not a show? Like, we can't have a conversation?
You're an idiot.
Okay, continue.
You're literally saying people should be allowed to make Jew jokes, say whatever they want right fucking now.
Yes, I think people should be allowed to make jokes.
So how many motherfucking Jews have to be killed before you stop?
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? It's okay. It's okay when he does it, but Lord forbid somebody says something about him and his people. Now he's in his feelings. And this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. These are the type of hypocrites that exist in the world, and they're extremely wealthy. This isn't about being jealous of wealth or anything like that. This is just the people that we put out in the mainstream, and they're able to act like petulant children because they have money. Dave Portnoy is a sexual degenerate. He's a moron. But this is the same person that Shannon Sharp had up on his podcast making googly eyes and laughing and sharing all this shit with. He's good with free speech unless you talk about the Jews. Are you starting to notice a theme? And then he talked to his boy. He says, shut the fuck up. Quit. I'll save 500,000. You bald fuck. Like, who? This is how he talks to his employees. And then the guy he was talking to, he said he put out a tweet about how he played Dave Portnoy and he made him crash out and all this stuff. No, brother, no. You sat there and let that man disrespect you. Now, I'm not in nobody's pocket, but I'm just telling you this. I hope that 500,000 is worth your soul. I hope that 500,000 is worth your self-respect. Again, we got contracts, we got stuff like that. Of course, it's language, so you probably can't just get up and quit and stuff like that. But ain't no way nobody's going to talk to me like that, boss or not, supervisor or not, CEO or not. You're not going to talk to me that way. He's a petulant child. The one thing I agree with Jason Whitlock, dude is completely unhinged. And if you look up the history of Barstool, this is how they operate. It's a fraternity of overgrown college men who don't know how to handle their emotions. You work for me. And then the dude said for now, and then he said, well, quit. I'll save $500,000. So not only did he emasculate you, he put your money out there. He said that you could be bought for $500,000. Pretty much that's what he said. And you know what? He called your bluff. He's not trying to have a conversation with you. He let you know, he put you in your place. This world is full of Dave Portnoys. People that have so much money and they're quote unquote self-made that they feel like they can say and do whatever they want. But they haven't said it to the right one. Or they haven't done it to the right one. But this is the same dude that was just on Shannon Sharp's show. And I know what Barstool Stoolies or whatever the fuck you call yourself, I know what you're going to say. You wish you could be Dave Portnoy. You're annoying. You're just mad, nigga. You know, you're going to say all that stuff because that's what y'all do. That's what Barstool does. But you know what? That doesn't faze me. You're going to come in here with your cartoon avies and your picture showing you taking shots at college, and you're going to try to take shots at my platform and all that other stuff. I don't care. What he has Gilly the Kid and Wallow. Those are two black people. Them two lonely niggas. I don't mean like lonely like they ain't got nobody, but that's the only two on Barstool. Those are your DEIs. Those are your tokens that you could bring up and say, see, Dave's a good guy. No, Dave's a businessman. And he will put his quote unquote stereotypes, his bad behavior, his real thoughts on blacks, Asians, Hispanics, as long as the money is right. He's a businessman. That's the thing about good businessmen. They don't let emotions get in the way of good business. So you got to give them that. Good businessmen, they don't like it's snowfall over again. Brick by brick. I built this. And I'll be damned if I let a person like you tear it down because you don't like the way a nigga talk. That's real talk. Like, if you're really in business, you're going to handle business. But this is what happens when the emotions and the insecurity and everything bubbles to the surface. He let somebody in Toronto, Canada ruin his day, possibly ruin his platform, possibly ruin a relationship with an employee because of a word. You know what people say to me on social media all the time? I don't come on here and crash out. I don't talk bad to my wife. I don't talk bad to my friends and crash out because somebody on the outside said something to me. If I was working, I wouldn't go to work and crash out on my coworkers and stuff because of something somebody said that has nothing, that can't. You know what I would do if I was Dave Portnoy? I will always bring up my net worth, my what I have, the business I've built. That's what you rest on. Deion Sanders was right. Only insecure people care about what other people think about you. You're Jewish. There's some people out there that don't like you because you're Jewish. I can relate to that. There's some people out there that don't like me because they can't do anything about it. See, as soon as you start talking about them, your internet start messing up. I'm telling you. But they want to act like they don't make the world go round. I'm just saying. We'll be back after this next message. All right, what I'm about to do now is some rapid fire videos because I didn't pencil in the Elon ran at the beginning, but seeing X didn't work, it totally pissed me off. So I had to go with how I feel. But this next segment is let the church say amen, and I'm gonna tell you why I said that.
Oh, my girl clowning bad. My girl fixing her own order.
The fuck I am.
All right.
Play with me talking about some fucking weight, bitch. No. You gonna give me my motherfucking shit. And I'm gonna take your fucking history. I'm fucked up. Around this bitch. Girl. It ain't working.
Now, for context, the girl's order was wrong, and they made her wait, or she wouldn't get her money back or something. So she went back there with her kid on her hip, touched chicken, put the chicken in the box, and walked out. So you know what happens now. Church can't sell that chicken. They gonna have to make a whole new batch of chicken, sanitize, and do all that. Why? Because you can't handle your emotions. And then you have your baby back there, that hot ass waiting station where the chicken is. What if the floor was slippery and you bust your ass? Because I used to work fast food. Them floors don't play. And then what? But you don't think past that because you don't think past your own emotions. You showed your ass in the church's chicken. And then what do people do? They share this content. You got white creators that share this content, and then they all come together in one big jerk fest, and they say black activities, offended by everything, ashamed by nothing, usual suspects, Section 8 chicken, all the good things. Some of them actually be good, by the way. Some of the comments be good as shit. But this is what I'm saying. Y'all give them content and then get upset when they call you out on it. Don't give them content. Like when how can I say it? You know what? No, I'm just going to go into this video right here because this the point I'm about to talk about right now. Graduation and prom fatigue. This is where I'm gonna play this video, then I'm gonna cook with what I was about to say.
Poppy twin. Yeah. Poppy twin. Yeah, Poppy twin. Poppy twin. Yeah, kid. You better pop it. Yeah. That's my twin, man. My little baby, man. Yeah. Yeah, pop it, man. Let Lisa go, man. Members out here, man.
Just that was a prom where the baby mama is walking out and the boyfriend is holding their baby in high school during a prom, quote unquote, send off, and then they're throwing money at the mother. Guess what the comments was like on there? Section 8. They better save some of that money for a job. If they put that much work at black activities, all the good comments. You know who don't have racist comments and comments that speak to the ghetto and uncouth culture that we live in now? For example, I just watched my son graduate high school yesterday. I'm very proud of him. Shout out to my oldest, Prince. He's not a junior, but shout out to him and all the seniors at Southview High School that graduated. Such a great ceremony. Everybody did it with class. Well, the students did it with class. But guess what happened? A couple of parents made it about them. My son's school has a thing to where they're allowed to get a mural if the ceremony goes on without a hitch. That means, you know, the students act like they have some sense. No parents are screaming and yelling. No kids are like videotaping, dancing, doing flips, and none of that. The children were phenomenal. They walked up there, shook hands, grabbed their diploma, and walked back to their seat. Guess what a couple parents could not help but do? make it about them. And guess who it was? Women. And you can see where people were literally disgusted. That parents was like, shut up. Like, why would you do that? And you can see that the kids were so hurt because they were like, they gave y'all the instructions. They told y'all not to do this, and y'all did it anyway. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking the reason why a lot of y'all do that because you live vicariously through your kids. Some of you parents probably didn't graduate high school, or you don't have accomplishments. So you celebrate any accomplishment of your kids like they just invented plutonium or some shit. Let's call a spade a spade. A lot of your kids are having success against all odds, and mainly the odds are you. I saw two women literally get escorted out by the cops because they was making noise, and the cops was like, they told y'all the rules, get out. I just don't understand this constant need to be the most uncouth and unsavory people. What's the point? What are you gaining? What is it? You can celebrate your kids and show them that it's a time and place for everything. But like Keisha said, and I believe her, and she's right, when you're 5 and 10 years older than your kids, you're still a immature dumbass. Y'all still go to the same clubs, eat the same Takis, look at the same men. You're not a role model for your kids at all. We'll be back.
I know. You're probably wondering what's going on.
It's always lit over at ajsrantroom.com. We got the best bags and accessories, our beloved Black Series. We got fresh lids for you hat lovers, fire jackets and hoodies, and of course we got you covered on the t-shirts. And introducing our first shoe line, Aloysius Germain. So get on over to ajsrantroom.com today and get to shopping. You won't be disappointed.
All right, this one, I don't know why I didn't see this video before, but I just want to. Well, obviously, dieting is racist. I didn't know that. I didn't know that dieting is based on skin color.
We do the same diets as white women, we lose less weight and we lose it slower, even when we're following the diet than our white women counterparts. It's literally that the racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you to. We do the same diets as white women.
She sat up there with all her chins and twice the neck and said that the same diets for them don't work for white people. No, the same diets that work for white people don't work for black people. Excuse me. Do you not have access to the same foods, the same gyms, the same push-ups, the same sit-ups, the same walk, the same air? How is dieting racist? You get in your diet and your fitness what you put in. And then the women sitting there nodding. I'm like, she's full of shit. Like since when does calories equate to skin color? Since when does dieting is racist? Is systemic? Since when? White people don't make me eat bad. White people don't make me not go to the gym. White people don't make me not pay attention to what I'm eating. It's on me. I bet you after she said that dumb shit, she went and got her the biggest 10-piece with 2 biscuits and the largest sweet tea that you could get. And this is what happened to the body positivity bullshit. People are okay being mediocre. People are okay being unhealthy. People are okay being out of shape and being fat and being sloppy. Because what do people say now to fat people? Face card never declines. Her face and her hair and nails are always done. Yeah, but she fat. He's a good person. Yeah, but he's fat. And the way you look speaks to your discipline. I use myself as an example. I don't care what I say. I don't care what nobody says. You got some people when you walk in an interview or you walk in a room and they see that you're overweight, it speaks to your discipline. It speaks to your decision making. Caloric intake is decision making. Exercise is decision making. When your kids see you as a man, like my kids see me 4 to 5 times a week, I'm getting up, I'm going to the gym. They're not seeing me sit around and eat bad and not try to do something about myself, not try to make myself a better person. I want to make sure that I'm able to protect my family. I can't protect my family breathing hard. I can't protect my family with an insulin pump. I can't protect my family with one leg because it's amputated. Big mama, your arm. They're not going to take my leg. Yes, they are. You don't have to eat honey buns every day. You don't have to eat Takis every day. You don't have to eat chicken every day. You don't have to eat macaroni and cheese every day. You don't have to eat a whole bag of chips. You don't have to buy a fancy membership to a gym. You can walk. You can do push-ups. You can do sit-ups. If you can afford a gym membership, there are free classes available to you. If you don't want to work out on your own, go to the classes. You know how I started working out? I literally Googled weightlifting. I Googled weightlifting for fat people, weightlifting for type 2 diabetics. And it brought me to the Muscle and Strength page. Shout out to Muscle and Strength. And I just went through programs and I found programs that I liked. And then I just did that. Hell, you can ask Chat GPT. Chat GPT, create a workout for me for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days a week, whatever. Y'all can search everything else. Y'all could search Cassie and Diddy case. Y'all could search Nicki Minaj life. Y'all could search Cardi B life. Y'all could search about Trump. Y'all could search about Kamala. Y'all could search about everything else but stuff that really affects you, like your health. Dieting is racing. Get the hell out of here, man. We'll be back.
I know. You're probably wondering what's going on. Well, I'm here to tell you. It's me, Inked, and I need you guys to head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your Trifecta merch. Yes, that's right. Trifecta merch is here. It is here for our Trifecta family to show their love and support and advertise for free. Well, not technically for free. You did pay for it. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Head on over to ajsrantroom.com and pick up your trifecta merch. We're all inclusive. If Prince can wear it, so can you. Have a good one.
All right. It's time for Nene.
I said what I said.
All right. Now, y'all know how Jasmine Crockett is always a mainstay on Trifecta Hour on Friday, 8 p.m. Check us out. We'll be live 8 p.m. Friday. Make sure y'all check us out. Joy Taylor is becoming a mainstay of Real Time with Prince Blue. I'm sorry. With the peanut butter skin and that big rack. She is becoming a mainstay of Real Time with Prince Blue because she is what happens when you put aftermarket parts on a Honda, and then that Honda starts thinking it's in the class of a Mercedes, a BMW, a Ferrari, a Jaguar, a Land Rover, all the luxury brands. When you put aftermarket parts, if you put aftermarket parts on a Honda, if you put a Ferrari horse on a Honda, it's still a Honda Civic underneath. That's what I think about Joy Taylor. Take a listen.
Vance and Musk, three people who I don't want any advice about family from. They want a baby boom, and they want to persuade women to have children. If you want to have a child, have a child. I love it for you. You should do that. But if we're going to talk about why people aren't having children and why women are not having children specifically, let's not just boil it down to feminism. When you're running up tariffs and the cost of eggs are $40 fucking, what do you expect people to do with the process of feeding, housing, clothing, educating their children? Things cost money. Children cost money. Of course, if you plan on keeping them alive, which is something else that we don't give a fuck about in this country, because let's talk about the number one killer of children in this country. Guns. And I'm not anti-gun. I'm actually very pro-gun. But the reason
you're pro-gun because you got two cannons attached to your rib cage. I bet you are for gun control. I bet you're not against 2A, because if 2A was gone away, they'll take those cannons first. Those two cannons have done more damage than any gun in the United States. Yeah, I said it. Fake titties have done damage to the United States of America more than guns. Because men in power and high places actually fall for this bullshit. And how come women always try to attack babies? They always attack the very thing that women were created for, and that was to reproduce. That's how you know she has a Jezebel spirit. And I really think you're jealous. I think you can't have them. I think that baby would come out with so much DNA because you've had so many men up inside you. The baby would have 89 ethnicities.
I'm pro-gun is because we're never going to do a fucking goddamn thing about gun violence.
And another thing, Joy, I know what you're doing. It's been well documented. It's been reported that Fox is going to let your contract run out. So all this cursing and extra stuff and being extra spicy on this, what's this, like your fifth podcast? You had a podcast with Taylor Rooks. She's separated from your ass. She don't want nothing to do with you on air. So I know what you're doing. Just drop the OF link and go away.
Violence in this country, and we certainly don't give a fuck if the babies are slaughtered at school. You know how I know that? Because babies get killed at school and we don't do shit about it. So you can't sit here and tell me that you guys are pro-family. Keep it consistent or shut the fuck up and tell the truth, which is that you would like the women of the United States of America to produce a working class for you. That's what the fuck this is about. So let's have the conversation. But stop pitching me that it's feminism's fault. It's always fucking feminism's fault.
Yes, AJ, that's what happened to him. After all that shit went on with that lawsuit and stuff, Taylor Rooks was like, yeah, nah, I'm good. Taylor Rooks was like, yeah, we can't do this podcast. You too damn toxic. They probably still friends, I don't know. But far as being on a podcast together, Taylor Rooks was like, nah, I'm good. Joy Taylor, that was 2 minutes of the most idiotic babbling I've ever heard. But you know what? Nobody ever is going to call you out. Not a man's going to call you out because they're too busy looking at those two cannons. You say the dumbest shit on your sports show and they never check you. This is what happened when you put women in men's spaces. Men do not know how to address women in their space well, especially when they're attractive, because you're always thinking, well, she if I had a chance, I won't have it no more because I'm calling her out on her bullshit. We have to stop thinking with our little person. Because you get women like this that's so toxic and saying the most idiotic shit that nobody's checking them. Joy Taylor, you are a moron. And I feel safe saying that. You are a moron. And if you was right in front of me, like, I would tell you were a moron. And then I know what you'll probably do. You'll probably say, oh, you hate me because you can't get with me, blah, blah, blah. You could never. None of those aftermarket parts will ever make you better than what I have. That's why me, married, me, about to do a 10-year vow renewal. You, twice divorced, single, on podcast, cussing, sleeping with ugly white execs to get ahead. Me, you know that mediocre 4, 5, or 6, y'all like to put us mediocre guys in that range? We're married. And we're happy. And we're living a life. You are miserable. You're still chasing athletes, still chasing rappers, still chasing execs, still chasing the next opportunity. And you're not even all that. Let's call it space, but you can call me sassy. You can call me what you want. Look up Joyce Taylor before and after picture. I promise you. Look it up. If you so goddamn fine and you so all that, why don't you have a man? Just because you're fine don't mean you want a man. Obviously you do. So, with that being said, now it's time for Ayo Pause.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause.
Let me just put this in real quick.
This is Danny, by the way.
Look, more women on podcasts. Take a listen.
I think that the biggest red flag in a marriage, I mean, the biggest, bar none, is a vow renewal. I think that's number one.
Okay.
Like, I know immediately within 5 years you're going to be divorced. Like, it's not even close. Some bad shit has happened.
I love this list. I'm putting tattoos at number 2. Number 3.
The communicating on the internet. Like a post, like if I open up my phone on February 14th and there is a 3-paragraph ode how wonderful he is and how much you love him, I immediately know something's up. I immediately know.
I agree. I think that is right up there splitting hairs with vow renewal.
Follow Masculine Craze for more relationship advice and tips.
No, I won't. You heard her say the biggest red flag was a vow renewal. Now, somebody that's about to have their vow renewal in their 10-year vow renewal in October, I get it. Vow renewals are not for everybody. But how is a vow renewal a red flag? These women are, I almost said the R word. Women like this are so moronic, lonely, and they look like 2 wine chicks. You know, work, come home, drink wine, curl up to a book, watch Sex in the City episodes, and scream, "Why can't I have somebody like Mr. Big?" You know what the biggest red flag is? Not having anybody, being lonely, being miserable. That's the biggest red flag. That's the biggest red flag. And then you said communication over the internet. Listen, for somebody who has a wife that she loves to post uh, her blessings and her family and stuff like that, I get it. It's not everybody's cup of tea. But how is that a red flag? Because sometimes people just be putting on the front. They're not really happy. No. You can tell when somebody's fronting and you can tell when it's real. If it's consistent, it's real. If it's only on holidays, yeah, something's wrong. I'm not saying you got to post something every day about your mate, but damn, if it's just birthdays, Valentine's Day, and Christmas, you know. The reason why Sex and the City is catching strays because I believe that Sex and the City created suburban, middle-aged, mediocre women like that to think that they have it all figured out. And the reason why they're lonely is because it's the man's fault. I always believed that Sarah Jessica Parker looked like a foot. I never found Sarah Jessica Parker attractive. But some reason her narrating and wearing expensive red bottoms and being a middle-aged woman searching for the right man, that resonated with women like that. And then the new spinoff and Just Like That is so far gone, I don't even want to watch regular Sex in the City. But yes, I believe Sex in the City was a covert op. It was a psyop. Because you had really middle-aged women that were really happy thinking that it was better out there. And they were leaving their husbands. They thought that their husbands couldn't measure up to the men that was on Sex in the City, that was chasing after Sarah Jessica Foot Parker and all this junk. They was trying to find every middle-aged woman in her 40s or 50s thought they was Samantha and that they was in their sexual prime and this and that and the third. Like, come on. The biggest red flag is women in their 40s or 50s on a podcast trying to get other women to be as miserable as them. That's the biggest red flag. Okay. And I'm sorry about I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry about my Sex and the City rant. I just always felt like I put Sex and the City in the same category of Seinfeld. I just don't get it. I just didn't get it. But it wasn't for you. It was for women and gay men and a good show is a good show. Period. Yes, it has a demographic or whatever, but good show is a good show. And that's my take on that. Like I just these freaking women. The biggest red flag is celebrating over, in my case, over a decade with a woman that my love for her has not waned one bit. Like it gets better every day. And you get to look back and see where you started and now where you're at. And you get to celebrate that among your friends. Where's the red flag in that? But it's not a red flag when you're middle-aged women in a bar hooking up with random men and trying to chase your 20s. Yeah. Right. Like I do remember the one episode on Sex in the City. I don't know why this. Well, I know why it sticks out like a sore thumb. It was the episode where Samantha was at the table and telling her friends why she can't sleep with this man anymore because his spunk tastes bad. Like whenever she tasted his spunk, it like tastes bad. So she was trying to figure out how she could break up with him. But that was so progressive. You know, a 50-year-old talking about swallowing juices and it doesn't taste good. But that's the show. That's the show that a lot of y'all try to base y'all life around. All right. Now it's time for my hot take. And I think this one this might be the one that's gonna get me off air. What is the fascination with chicken wings? I think chicken wings is the most overrated garbage food that you can eat. It's nothing more disgusting than seeing somebody eat a chicken wing in front of you and they're trying to clean the bone, they're eating the gristle, their hands are all sticky because they're touching the sauce, and then they try to dry their hands on a dry ass napkin. Chicken wings is gross. I don't know what's worse, watching somebody eat a flat or a drum. It's all gross. Like I can remember like when I would like go to parties and they'll be like, "Hey, Prince, come on in. Come on, eat, man. Look, we got chicken wings and we got." I don't want no goddamn chicken wings. And they'll look at you like, "Oh, you don't eat chicken wings?" And it's not a race thing. It's just the like, chicken wings is like, hey, it's chicken wings, it's hot wings, it's buffalo wings. Fuck that. When I did used to eat meat, pause, it was boneless. It was boneless wings all day. You get your knife, your hand not touching the sauce. You get your knife, you get your fork, you cut off a piece of the boneless wing, you dip it in your sauce, and you eat it. Your hands are dry. Chicken wings, and then they went up on the price because if people started wanting all flats, and they were like, we charge $5 extra if you want all flats. Chicken wings stink. They're gross. And then you see them, they chewing, and they got grizzle on it, and they're like biting you like a damn dog. Like I hate when people eat chicken wings in front of me. And then when the chicken wing, when the half-eaten chicken wing bones and stuff is on their plate, I'm like, can you like tell the waiter or the waitress to come get that shit? Like that shit is nasty. It's like sitting there looking at me on your plate. It's nothing there was nothing more phenomenal than a perfectly cooked boneless wing. And you just use your fork. Chicken wings is gross. I feel like if you eat chicken wings, like you're like, you might as well be a caveman in front of a fire or a Viking. It's just nasty. That's my hot take. Chicken wings is gross, man. Now hold on. Now hold on real quick, AJ. Talking about the Real Housewives. I've never watched Real Housewives in my life. But I will say, you know what's funny about these new videos like on TLC? Like it's one, it's called they always show it while I'm watching while I'm streaming. Is Sister Wives. And they always try to make these shows so dramatic. Like, dude, you're a man with 5 wives. Like, hey, like we get it. And they're 5 mediocre women. Like, yeah, I love my Tuesday, but not better than Thursday. And it's like, and it's always Utah. It's just something about Utah where you get at least 2 wives. I don't know what it is about Utah. If you got 1 wife, they'll look at you like they'll look at you like you might as well wear a MAGA hat. If you if you only got 1 wife in U-Haul in Utah, that's it. 1 wife. Oh man. I don't know, man. But thank you everybody for listening. I'm glad you joined me. Thank you for being with me through my rant and my technical difficulties. I don't know what happened to X. Maybe they'll have it together by next Thursday. But I appreciate all 5 of you that stuck around and had my back on YouTube. Thank you so much. Everybody, please be safe. And again, big shout out to my son who graduated high school. Daddy is super, super proud of you. I can't wait to see what's next. He starts college in August. I am super, super excited. Thank you, everybody. Oh yeah, thank you for my views have went up and my shorts that I've been releasing have been doing numbers, and I appreciate that. I appreciate all the support y'all are giving me. It's just no way around it. I thank you all, and I will see y'all tomorrow for Trifecta Hour, 8 p.m. Me, Inked, AJ. We got a good show. Hopefully X will be working by then. But if you're not, remember, we're on all platforms. Everything Real Prince Blue. All my platforms are down here. I will see y'all next week. And that's it. I'm out of here. And another thing, NBA, can I have one Thursday where I don't have to battle y'all asses? It's okay if I do a show during the WNBA because ain't nobody watching. But the NBA, like, come on, man. Like, it's like every Thursday, y'all be like, all right, Prince going live. Now it's time to do the NBA. Like, come on, man. Can y'all do a pick a Tuesday or something? Like, let me live. All right. Peace.
Come through. Real time. Real time. Real time.